Greetings. My name is Abdullah, and I am your teacher for Advanced English from New York City. I want to welcome new members who have subscribed to my channel. Write your name in the comments, and I will say your name in a future video, inshallah. You will not believe today's article. The headline is China linked biolab discovered in Fresno County, California, had over 900 mice genetically engineered to catch and carry the COVID 19. Unbelievable. Here, we are going to read about a Chinese biological weapons laboratory that was discovered within a very small city in California. Illegal biolab discovered in California tied to Chinese medical firms. I want to take a brief moment to talk about this word firm. A firm basically is a business that offers a service and not a product. For example, after all his experience in space, Abdul Aziz Sa'ir founded a firm for space tourism. He even built hotels and had travel tours. So again, a firm is basically a business, but it offers you a service and not a product. And this article comes to us from the Daily Caller. Between April and June 2023, officials in Fresno, California, again, between April and June 2023, officials in Fresno, California discovered at least 20 potentially infectious agents, such as HIV and malaria, as well as mice genetically engineered to carry COVID-19 at an unlicensed laboratory in Reedley, California, operated by Prestige Biotech Inc., PBI, the successor of defunct Universal Meditech Inc., UMI, according to court records. PBI and UMI's executives appear to share the same names and addresses with one of the lab's Chinese pharmaceutical suppliers business filings show. There could be dozens, maybe even hundreds of these labs that we don't even know about. Brandon Weichert, author of Biohacked, China's Race to Control Life, told the Daily Caller News Foundation. So again, this is something extremely interesting. Let's continue. Nearly 1,000 mistreated and malnourished white lab mice were discovered at the facility in subpar conditions. About 200 of them were already dead. The rest have been humanely euthanized by a veterinarian. So again, this was discovered, it was illegal, and they were using the mice to reproduce these deadly viruses and bacteria. Defunct is advanced English. It means something that is no longer in use or something that no longer exists. I told my student Muhammad Az-Zahrani to message me some examples of things that are defunct. He says, dial-up internet is now defunct. We all use routers and Wi-Fi. Public telephones are now defunct. Most people have cell phones. So again, defunct means something that is no longer used or exists. Great examples, Muhammad. First photos of Chinese-run lab in California experimenting with dangerous viruses and engineering mice by Cassidy Morrison, senior health reporter for DailyMail.com. These are the shocking photos taken by investigators during the bust of an illegal biolab in a sleepy California town. Local and federal officials discovered a lab of horrors with suspicious links to China when they raided the unassuming warehouse in Reedley, home to just over 25,000 residents in March. Photos obtained by DailyMail.com via court documents show dead mice stuffed in storage bins haphazardly, shoved on shelves and freezers filled to the brim with bottles of blood and plasma of origins unknown. The images also show stacks of boxes containing dangerous pathogens, including one labeled malaria that had Chinese etched on it. Other infectious agents discovered during the bust include COVID 19, tuberculosis, HIV, herpes, and dengue fever. The mice were confined to a poorly ventilated room hardly larger than a closet, under constant bright lights shown in the above photo. Court documents also say they lacked adequate food and water. Wow. Wow. A biological weapons lab in the backyard of the United States run by China. Haphazardly means not having any order or plan. For example, the city's roads were designed haphazardly, and the people were always late or lost because of it. Mohammed Soccer said, "I will fix it," and he did. So again, haphazard means something is done without any order or plan. Black market biolab uncovered in California linked to China by Brad Jones and Nathan Su. California, a secret Chinese owned biolab with thousands of vials of bacterial and viral agents, including chlamydia, E. coli, streptococcus, pneumonia, HIV, hepatitis, herpes, rubella, and malaria, uncovered in California, has raised serious concerns about biosecurity. Without a doubt, it would. Without a doubt, it should. Investigations involving the city, county, state, U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, and FBI have alarmed residents in this small California city about 25 miles southeast of Fresno. The lab at 85 I Street was operated by Prestige Biotech Inc., which is believed to produce COVID 19 and pregnancy test kits and house nearly 1,000 lab mice. Jacelyn Harper, a code enforcement officer for the city of Reedley Fire Department, told the Epic Times she made an initial inspection of the suspicious lab after receiving an anonymous complaint about possible business operating in warehouse, which was believed to be vacant at the time. In her inspection of the building's exterior on December 19th, 2022, Harper said she noticed a garden hose that was being used for plumbing protruding from a warehouse wall, a building code violation. Wow, so this was just discovered accidentally. This was just discovered a bioweapons lab that was mass producing diseases such as HIV and streptococcus, or strep throat as they call it, which is highly infectious, such as tuberculosis, which all of these things are potentially deadly, of course. They just happen to come across this. Anonymous means that the person's name is unknown or it has not been made public. I give you an example. The director and producer of these films likes to be anonymous, but I know that his name is Ali Abu Hassan. So again, anonymous simply means that the person's name is unknown or it has not been made public. Over 5,000 gallons of biological waste removed from illegal California lab that contained bioengineered mice and disease samples, including HIV and hepatitis. To date, city officials have removed more than 5,000 gallons of biological waste from the site over 3 separate instances. And we see an example of that above. Officials closed down this warehouse location, which Chinese company Prestige Biotech had illegally used for storage of hazardous materials. Not only for storage, they was also using it to reproduce these deadly viruses and deadly bacteria. To date means up until now. So for example, I have under 90 subscribers. Subscribe to help this channel grow and reach others, inshallah. We have to hang out in the comments about this article. Tell me what you think. And as always, I wish for myself and my family, for yourself and your family, the best in this life and the next. Fi aman ar-Rahman.